What about the other one?
Clap on.
All right. Yeah. Let's.
What about the other one?
Welcome everyone to
This entire storm.
Max's 30th birthday Soul Tribe call. Thanks for joining.
Woo! Happy birthday, Max.
Yay!
Happy birthday, man.
Birthday.
Yes, and we have Max Senior just keeps going with that cake. Just can't stop. Won't stop.
Take it. Take it.
Take it. So yeah, so speaking of, actually I'd love, so this was Max Senior's idea to host a call. It's been a bit of a while. So I'd love to just start, maybe Max, you could just share like why you wanted to host this call. And I mean, obviously your son was very meaningful and special to all of us, but just love to hear from you. And then I'd love to do a check-in with the group and facilitate some things, but maybe just we could start and hear from you.
Well, because my experience about all these 5 years is it's not only Max. You guys grow. You are 30s, so we celebrate not only Max. Most of you guys are more than 30s or close to 30s, and I think life changed so much. You learn. You've been doing things. You're not the same that you were 5 years ago. And more than anything, it's not only Max, believe me, it's all you guys. I'm very proud that you guys grow in a very great way and the way you want it. You're still learning, and we are in a process to keep going. That's the main thing. So it's not only Max, it's all you guys, the tribe, Max friends, and, Max at the same time, but in a different way. So I celebrate all you guys' birthday, not only Max.
Happy
Thank
30th.
you.
So happy
Happy
30th,
30th to
guys.
all.
Hug and kisses to all you guys.
Yeah, that's really true. Thank you, Max. And yeah, I think, well, I know I'm turning 30 soon,
When's
but
your
maybe
birthday?
June 25th.
Dun, dun,
Da,
dun.
da, da.
How are you, Daniel?
Yeah, how old are you, Daniel?
Yeah, I turned 30 last June. So
Oh,
this month is my 31st.
You're the
Congratulations.
what's your birthday?
You're the big
The
uncle.
27th?
The 27th.
Yeah.
Hey, cancers.
Oh, June 2?
Yep.
Sensitive.
I've been to one of your parties before.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you have.
Cool. Reg, where are you at? Can you text?
Yep, just in here.
Okay. When's your birthday?
April 23rd.
Did you turn 32?
I'm 33.
Oh, geez, you're the grandpa.
Oh, he's in his
Oh,
Jesus
Grandpa in the
year.
house.
Isn't that what 33 represents?
Well,
Vacation.
actually, I'm a grandpa.
I don't make any comment.
That's right. That's what I was going to
Right. It is
Well,
definitely Jesus year.
yeah. It's like, why is it definitely a Jesus year?
Because that's the year Jesus was killed.
Oh,
It's
well, yeah.
literally Jesus year.
Yeah, there's some symbolism. I forget. I'll have to like look it up. Maybe I've sent it to you already.
Share it.
Yeah, the Jesus year is the year where you are reborn in some sense. Perhaps a midlife crisis, perhaps an ego death, perhaps the year where you abandon old ways and start anew, or perhaps you were affixed to a cross and came out the other side, a spiritual figure that historians, theologians, worshipers, and dissenters make the subject of many conversations. Yeah, so that's the Jesus year, a year of rebirth.
That's about what 33 feels like, to be honest. You get rid of a whole lot of stuff and you upset a lot of people. It's about 33.
Whew.
Not the, it's just kind of how it goes. And loneliness is not a thing as much as you realize that you're on a path to do work. It's like, it's weird because you're not exactly lonely. And then I think at this age, things start to make sense. So all the little weird things that never really came together or were like, I find it interesting when people say they don't regret anything because I regret a lot. Um, and I find it so intriguing because I think I've done a really awesome job of living life, and I can think about how much I regret even having lived life, and so I can only imagine how other people like engage with the idea of like, what if, or maybe I should have went left instead of right. And so I think at 33 you kind of reconcile that it whatever that was needed at that time, and then you try to figure out what pieces you have and how they connect back together for the next 33.
There you go.
33.
Wow.
Nice.
Took it there right away.
Yeah, right in.
Yeah, that's real. Thank you.
Yeah.
Daniel, you're 2 away from that.
Yeah, he's got 2 years.
I was
That's right.
33 when Max born.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
Wow.
And believe me,
Raj,
that
you're not a daddy yet, right?
Not yet.
Right.
But that's very top of the mind.
oh, you can do it.
Yeah,
You have
very top.
another 11 months to do it.
Listen,
Plenty
I
of
don't
time.
question if it could. I don't question if it could happen. I just I don't think I don't know if let's just say baby fever is real, but I probably need to have somebody on the board with baby fever. So
You're like, I'm on board. Are you on board?
right, like, do you want to join the ship?
Baby on
Get
board.
on this ship. We're going this way. So yeah, it's baby fever is real. You know what else is real? Divorce. So I don't know what happens between 32 and 33, but a lot of your friends who got married early start to go through divorces. So it's the weirdest thing. I have 4 weddings this year, and I know 5 people who are getting divorced this year. And
Oops.
I don't think I would. I don't know when I thought I would be old enough to have friends that are divorced that are my age. Like I always thought that was for somebody older than me, but now it's like my friends, and so it's really interesting because
You better be there.
these people have lived whole lives that I've never lived.
You better be there to show them the single life. What?
I will not, because you're not gonna blame me for your foolishness. I'm gonna still sit on the sideline and watch. Like, you need help? If you need help, I'm here. If you don't, I'm all right.
Sounds like you're learning from like a spectrum of experiences, like people who are getting divorced, people who are getting married, the wholeness of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like collecting your data. Thinking of your best strategy.
Literally.
So I know that like there's 2 birthday songs, right? There's like the American one, but then there's the one in Spanish.
Yeah.
Can we sing for Max, or should we wait? Should we wait for Gabriel and stuff?
I don't know. We probably shouldn't wait, just in case he doesn't
Okay.
come.
Who can lead us in this in the birthday singing for Max? I'm gonna, yeah.
Miguel.
Where is my pictures?
Which one are we doing?
Oh, California King Beth.
She wants to know,
She
man.
trained.
Yeah, I put together a few pictures for his birthday. There's so many. Well, we can sing. But yeah, I was hoping for this call that we could hear from one another. Regina and I saw Regina today, and she and I were sharing our Max moments. Like, you know, when things become a verb, like, oh, just Google that. Googling is now a verb. Or like Marie Kondo, like, oh, I Marie Kondoed my house. You know, so it's now like a verb. I feel like the Max moment is a verb. Like this was such a Max moment when this happened. You know, something magical happened. And so I'd love to hear from folks like where you had a Max moment, or where maybe you were reminded of him, or he touched your life. And then of course, like just, you know, where are you? What's alive in you? Highs and lows. Would love to hear that as well. And then just sharing a couple of old photos from.
Look at you.
Yeah. I think I was wearing an apron. I was been cooking. Yeah, this was like Cinco de Mayo.
No.
There, this is from the Infinity celebration we did together.
Can't believe we put that many
Epic.
people tonight.
That was crazy. Or do you all remember like it rained? Like we were supposed to be at the beach.
And
then
Eli getting a tattoo on
oh my
that
gosh, Eli got a tattoo.
massage table.
Yeah.
There was like a 10-person massage table. Like that was great.
So I just saw my old roommate from college, David Cardosa.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he also has like a tattoo for Max. It says "Believe in yourself."
really?
And then I saw Brian Tharlson. I don't know if you
Uh-huh.
remember him.
Yeah.
He I gave him a new bracelet because he was so sad that he broke his like not too long ago. So it's fun.
Yeah. His legacy lives on.
Yeah, and like I've been able to like see a lot of you.
Oops. Oops. I'm back. What did you say, Miguel?
Like, oh, my friends are flight attendants for American, and they came to visit me in Chile, and they took the pillows and all the alcohol.
Don't be telling our secrets.
It's too late.
Don't give our names.
So, sorry, I just dropped off for like a second. The Wi-Fi here is kind of space cadet.
You've been there the whole time. Just let us know what we need to catch you up.
You want to share
okay.
something about Kelsey? Let Starbucks share something about Max.
Yeah, okay. Let's just do some shares, and then if more people come, then we'll sing together. But yeah, would you like to start?
That's good enough.
Give us a like update on you, and then any like Max moments that you want to share. Or yeah, go ahead.
Well, what I'm doing, I'm still teaching. This is 26 years of teaching so far, and still living in Yuma. And I technically have a son who's in the Army, and I've got some grandkids. They're in El Paso right now, and the rest of my family's up in the Midwest. I just came back last night from a trip up for a couple weeks for one of my niece's graduations, and head to Denver in a couple weeks for some vacation. But my Max thing is, I got to know Max in high school. He was on the cross country team, and he's this little scrawny. He always was scrawny. He was this scrawny, real little guy as a freshman, and he actually was doing some work, and he made our top 10. And he wanted to join student council because I was the advisor for 18 years for that, and that's how I got to know him. So he often called me his first mentor because he was often in trouble with me. So he always was in my room. He was always talking about something about life, and he had this energy about him, and he was kind of all over the place with what he was doing. You know, he's notorious for never being on time for school. Max's dad was in the hospital for a while, so I'd call him every morning and try to get him out of bed or via phone, that kind of thing. So, but it was cool. I got to be with him at Student Council Summer Camp, which is a leadership camp, which very inspirational because you learn to break out of your shell and mix with total strangers, and within 5 days you're just exploring your inner self and kind of learn to take chances in life and go back to your school and try to make your school a better place. So that was my first dealings with Max. And after he went off to college, he'd still come back once in a while, and then he'd interview me a lot because he wanted to go into his. He told me he wanted to be a motivational speaker, so he'd come back and we talk. Because I've hired motivational speakers and I've seen a lot of them, and so I was giving him pointers about you better have this, and this kind of a message because you guys are a dime a dozen, so you got to have your own special take on it. And he experimented on my class. He came back and did a thing with my kids, and I loved him. And I liked it because I had a kid that had some real issues, and she didn't realize, but she had some real similarities with background and some problems, just like Max had, and he really helped her reach some moments of clarity because she was struggling all year with she caused drama everywhere she went, and she started to wake up after she met with him. So that was cool. Max had that ability to he can light up the room, yet he also sometimes had the ability at that time to get people to find their inner self and explore and realize there was a lot more to themselves than what they really had. And they just and especially when you're that age in high school, you're trying to figure out everything at that point. We can only do so much as people our age. When you got someone like Max who's younger, the optimal listen, because we're like parents. They'll tell you something, you're like, yeah, whatever. But with him and his experiences, even at that point, it was really cool. It was really cool. He had a real gift to do that. So still, I posted a picture about him on Facebook today, and had a lot of younger crowd in their 20s. A lot of people knew him. They're all commenting and it's liking it and so forth. So it's cool to see that people kind of coming out of the woodwork on his birthday every year like that. That's just a few things about him. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
You really got to see his growth. Curious, like one quality about him that really stood out to you in your time of seeing him grow in his journey. Like, what really stood out? Like, because I'm sure you have seen many students, but you have a special connection to him. So, what was that?
His loving nature is almost unconditional at times. It just grew and grew as he was maturing, and I love the way it's like he wouldn't judge people. He would just accept you and yet challenge you at the same time. But he would come back and he'd hug you. We'd be out at the restaurant because he never had any money, so I was taking him out to dinner or coffee or something. But when we get done, he always just hang on to you for so long, and he did it with everybody. And it was I like the combination of his unconditional love. The way he would physically not be ashamed to show it, and the way he would just tell you how he felt. And even as an adult, he'd make you think about what am I doing? Am I modeling what Max does? And in a short time, he certainly had that influence on people.
Amazing. Yeah, loving kindness. And has there been any moments recently where you have like a Max moment where he really comes to you, or something magical happens, or you have an experience of loving kindness or unconditional?
I think it's been more and more lately too. It's been a little while because I just often think about people in my life who our age we lose more people, and so I think about losing him at such a young age, and sometimes trying to model the way he is, the way he's so not unafraid to tell people I love you, and to do that, because sometimes I'm not as good at saying it to people. I've got a big family and a lot of friends, and some people it's easier to say it to me than others. So that my Max moments is when I'm with people thinking, it's like almost like what would Max do, that kind of thing. You want to make a little bracelet, instead of what would Jesus do. So those are my Max moments, thinking, emulating what he did, because you can always learn something no matter how old you are. You can teach an old dog new tricks at times too.
Okay, last question because we're just on a roll here. What would be your birthday wish for Max for his 30th?
My birthday wish would be for Max to stay focused, because he had this ability to like skate on things. Like we were just discussing this when we were having cake earlier, how he could just kind of jump in at the last minute or come up with something at the last minute, whether it was a solution or an issue like that. And I guess my wish was just to remain focused and to keep on and influencing people, because that was his thing. He wanted to help people. And Miguel was talking about how Max had influenced him earlier, and it's cool when you hear these stories when they come together. It's like Max's But this group of people, it's like Max's worlds are all colliding together because, you know, people that I don't ever see, like, you know, Kelsey, I see your pictures a lot, you know, on the Facebook. I see Max on a regular basis, and that's it. But it's like Max's worlds all collide. Like, we need to have all these different facets in your life, you know, all come together, and you don't know each other. So it's cool. It's cool to see that.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Snaps. Yeah. So we'll do this popcorn style, or not popcorn style. Actually, it's like you get to choose the next person. Well, they have to accept, but yeah, you choose the next person, then they can share.
Well, since I talked to these guys, I'm gonna pick Daniel.
All right, Daniel, tell us
Hi.
about you and your connection to Max and any Max moments and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so Max and I moved in together. Actually, Kelsey introduced us, and we happened to both be looking for a house at the same time. And so we met at a Valentine's Day party at Kelsey and Jake's house in Phoenix in 2012, I think. And yeah, then we became roommates and like quickly best friends. And the thing that stood out to me the most about Max was his ability to be vulnerable and totally express himself freely, boldly, and authentically. He had this amazing ability to do that more than anybody else that I knew, you know? Like, you could always tell what Max was feeling. He would show it. There's no way he couldn't, you know? And I love that about him. And his, you know, when I feel Max moments now, usually that's when I'm in meditation, to be honest. I communicate with him daily in meditation and affirmations, and then he shows up in all kinds of ways frequently, you know. Yeah, through different ways. A lot of times when I feel his presence the most, it's through music, like certain songs.
Like what?
There was a good question. There was this one song by Gautier, which was really, really popular right around the time we moved in together. Do you guys remember that song?
Yeah, I think Jake likes it too.
Wish you never stoop so low. That's the best I can do.
Oh.
Anyways, Gautier.
Oh, somebody I used to know.
Yes,
right?
Thank you. That one. That's the title. Yeah.
And
so Max went crazy over that song one day when I got home from work, and he pulled me in to watch this music video on the computer. And I think it just resonated with him at that time in his life for whatever reason. And so that memory stuck with me. And that's a type of song that I never, ever hear. And then it pops up in the most random moment every couple of years. It happened when I went down to Chile. I was finally like living life in alignment with my values. And I feel like when I was packing my stuff to leave Santiago for a weekend trip, I was finally going to the beach town and just to have a fun weekend. It was my first trip out of Santiago, and that song was playing in somebody's car as they passed by my apartment window as I was packing my stuff. And I grabbed my yoga mat and I heard that song, and I felt like that was Max, you know, just confirming adventure. Like, yes, you're doing the right thing. You're going on an adventure this weekend, and like, you know, following your intuition. And then it happened again. That song was playing when I was at a, it was like this Buddhist retreat that I went to like last January, and at this retreat center right outside of Sedona. And it was basically like all about love, breaking down barriers, tapping into your heart chakra. And we all were dining, having dinner, and in the kitchen they were playing that song. And so it's very few and far between that I hear these songs, but when I do, it's at a moment where I'm connected to myself, to higher source, higher power, and to Max. And it's just weird, but awesome.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
I can definitely see Jake loving this too, for sure.
Remember that one, Miguelito, de Coldplay, que Max también le gustaba un chingo?
Ay, ya, pregúntale.
I want to make a
Yeltsin.
playlist, a Max playlist.
Remember the Coldplay? Max loved it. Even
Yeah.
you went to see in.
Yeah. I saw Coldplay live, like, because
Oh, cool.
I wanted
I
to.
got somebody else. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey.
David.
Oh.
Hello.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Wake up.
Hi. Can you
Hi.
Welcome.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
So
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Nice. Yeah, I'm in a hotel right now. The Wi-Fi is not very good.
You sound fine. Yeah.
You sound like
Oh, good.
R2D2, but it's okay.
Right. Yeah. No, you sound good. Thanks for joining.
We're all just kind of reconnecting and sharing a little bit of like oh, can you hear me? My voice working? Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
We're just sharing a little bit about our connection to Max and how we've had several, when we have like Max moments, like moments where Max comes to you or inspires you, or and Daniel was just sharing that he connects with Max when he's meditating, and also when he's he hears certain songs. Like, I'm sure everyone has like a Max song, and in fact, like if we were to each share one, we could start to build a playlist. But yeah, one of the songs is called "Somebody That I Used to Know." It was just like popular at that time, and every time Daniel hears it, he thinks of Max. So Daniel, you can keep sharing, and then maybe we can hear from David next or something like that.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, what are you up to now? What are you up to now, Daniel?
Well, a lot, but I'll sum it up. I'm working full time for a health insurance company, and then I also am working with a mentor. The first actual like mentor who is, I'd say, equally invested in me as I am in him. And that's really cool because he's helping me just become the best version of myself. And I think I've experienced more personal growth in the past year than I have in like the last 10, which is really incredible. Just overcoming things that I probably would have never faced if I hadn't met him. So I'm happy about that and excited to be, just constantly growing and changing in the best way.
What's one kind of big lesson or area of growth that you're focused on at the moment?
Overcoming fear of what others think. Just letting go of that.
Yeah.
Which sounds,
how do you do
that? Sounds like cliche and kind of lame, but it's so true. I didn't know that was one of my biggest challenges to face, but I'm realizing that, yeah, it definitely is. So the how, that's a whole other conversation that we can have.
Okay.
Congratulations, Daniel. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Daniel. And Daniel, what would be your birthday wish for Max?
To find peace, to feel peace within.
Yeah. So we have from Zarbak, he said focus. You said peace. And now who's next? Who do you want to pick next, Daniel?
Miguel.
Miguel.
Okay. Back to us, Miguel.
What's
up? What's going on? You're stationary. You're like not in the air. Tell us.
Well,
life for you and,
the live like the magic, the living the life to the max for me has been quite incredible. Like, I got this job inspired by meeting Leo, and Leo lived with Max, and the job entails being able to be everywhere and do everything, which is pretty cool. So I've been able to also I was at David's 30th birthday last weekend. I got to hang out with John and Leo and friends last 2 weekends ago. I'm here with Max this weekend. I don't know. It's been, as Daniel said, I visited him in Chile when he was there. So it's been like super, super cool to stay connected, attached, share the world, the successes, and keep sharing the life. You know, having a good time mostly.
How do you stay centered amidst being in so many different places, or do you just not need to do that? Is that not a thing? Like,
Yeah, no, I don't think I need to do that anymore. It's just I think the people create your center. So basically, like, either you're alone, you're already like, you deal with yourself, and if you're with somebody else, then they're there to assist on the influence of how you're gonna feel, you know. So if you're sharing a day with someone, like, their feelings are gonna influence your feelings. So you gotta step up and bring the game because you wanna make an impact on the day for them too, you know. Simple.
yeah, it sounds like you're really living in the now. Like,
That's it, yeah. Like planning the future is like easy, but like don't do very much specific things. As yeah, living in the now is pretty much a good way to put it. Hi, Eli.
Hello.
Hey, Eli.
hi,
What
like Gabriel.
What's going on?
Hi, this is Gabriel. I just dialed in.
Welcome,
Hey,
Gabriel.
Gabriel. And Eli.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey, Eli.
What's
you
up?
just dialed in. Eli, did you just join too?
I did.
Nice. We're connected, man.
We're connected.
In sync.
Gabriel, your voice is so memorable. Like, just even hearing you breathe,
Really?
I was like, it's Gabriel.
That's
Wow.
funny. That's funny. I thought the same thing. This is Cardoza, Gabriel.
Hey, what's up?
What up?
Happy birthday to you too, man. You just had your birthday, huh?
Yeah, getting old.
Nice. I'm getting there too, man. I'll be 30 pretty soon.
That was the reason we went to Nashville, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Max Senior was saying, is that the reason why he wanted to have this call, of course, to celebrate Max's 30th, but also that we're all we're all getting older, but many of us are turning 30, or 31, 33. But
Or
this is a
close.
celebration for all of us and our growth. Yeah.
Nice. No, well, I think it's a great idea. Thank you for putting it together, Kelsey, and Max Senior for getting it started.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for participating.
Thank you, Gabriel.
No, sorry.
It's been a great day.
It has, yeah. So no, I mean, I know you guys have a schedule, like an agenda and stuff. I didn't mean to barge in and distract you guys from it. Sorry.
And I only created an agenda, just to like have some ideas, but it's kind of just
Structure.
organic and flowing. But we were just having like kind of popcorning, or having people share like, their connection to Max and any Max moments, or moments where they've kind of experienced magic in the last few days, or whenever he kind of comes to you, if he's alive and present in your world. But then also just like, an update and a share of what's new for you, what's present in your life, and how you're growing. So Starbucks shared, and then Daniel, and then Miguel.
Yeah. We'll just keep going. We'll go after that. Yeah.
Yeah, Miguel. You were just saying that. Yeah, you're doing so much traveling and exploring and living in the present. When is Max most present in your world? When do you feel him, or have you had any specific moments that have come up for you?
I wear the bracelet, and it's just kind of like a nice reminder because it's there, and it's cool to, like, when you don't have it, you feel naked. It's kind of like you need it. It's kind of like
You need more?
your lucky charm, like. It's kind of cool to have it at all times. It's kind of cool to donate it and be able to replace it. And then the dad, obviously, he's always present in my life. He calls me every week. We spend like about an hour average on the call, so sometimes more than once a week. So it's like a very cool, I don't know, it's like having Max, but, the older version in my life. And I don't know. It's
The wise way.
Yeah. Well, he's got the good intel.
Yeah.
He gives me the good advice. He's got, like, I don't know, no judgment, and it's been really fun having him in my life.
And they have the same
Cool.
laugh.
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
So you make them laugh, and you're gonna hear the young one right away. So it's been good. I don't know. It's been fun for me being a part of the extra, like.
And what's your birthday wish for Max?
My birthday wish for Max would be that I'll be there, so I'm here. It's good. I made it.
To you,
Like,
Max.
not spend it alone and make sure he's in full company, and we did that too. So, yeah. Thanks everybody for participating.
Oh yeah.
I'll catch up with you.
Anything else you can share me now? Otherwise, you can ping someone else. Tag them.
I know that Gabriel, Eli, and David just got here, but let's have Reg speak, and then you can jump in.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm driving right now. This popped into driving mode. So Kelsey, can you tell me some of the questions again?
Oh, yeah. So these are just ideas, but would love to hear, what's present and alive for you, like what's new in your life. But then also,
Hello, Max.
either your connection to Max or like Max moments. So times when he is really present for you, or you connect most.
I have a question for him because Max wants to know how that he met Rich. So.
Okay, yeah. Tell us how you met Max.
I met Max when I graduated from college, and he was running Undie Run at ASU, and so I was running a pretty big art showcase in the state at that time, and we were going back and forth on I think Facebook or email for a long while, and then about like Undie Run and experiences, and then randomly we actually connected for real one day when I was going to salsa over, I think in Tempe or somewhere, and we ended up taking the same shuttle back, and he popped out, and I was stopping by a friend's house who happened to be Rudy, and he happened to have just moved in with Rudy. And so like that was really the night we cemented like being cool, because we went salsa dancing without knowing that we were going to be there, and then having a great conversation on the way back and realizing that we were heading to the same place, and that now his new roommates were actually some of my already established friends. So that's how I met.
Such a Max story. That's such a Max story.
Yeah.
It's very much so, because we walked up to the same. We got off the shuttle, and I happened to be living in an apartment literally next door to Rudy's house. So I would walk over, and so I had to get off at the same stop, the shuttle stop. So we got off at the stop, and I'm going to stop by a friend's house. I was like, okay, cool, I'm going to go home. And we kept walking, and we got to the door of the house, and he went to open it. I was like, what are you doing? He was like, I'm going home. I was like, I'm going to my friend's house. This is Rudy's house. He's like, I know, I live with Rudy. And I was like, that's strange. That's very strange. And he walked in, and like Rudy was cool with it. And I was like, oh, you actually live here. That's funny. And just serendipity. And then I think we ended up going out that Daniel, did we go out that night? Was that the night, or was it like later on in the week? Like, I think it was like when you guys first moved in, it was like you and Max. We all went out to somewhere in Scottsdale.
Yeah, that place doesn't even exist anymore. But yeah, that was like the first or second night after he and I moved in.
So it was literally probably either that night or the following night. So just very, very.
Hello, Charlene Dickey.
I'm on my work Zoom. What's up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that Brian?
So
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Charlene.
Awesome.
Good to see you.
What's up, guys? How is everybody?
Pretty good, thank you. Yourself?
Very well, very well.
Oh, my turn. Sorry.
Yeah. Welcome. So we're sharing, we're just doing kind of like each person is checking in and sharing kind of how they know Max, but then also any Max moments you've had recently and like what's going on in your life these days. And we're doing some like birthday wishes for Max, but so you can share soon. But Reggie was just sharing how he met Max, And actually, Reggie, I introduced Rudy to Max because I studied abroad with Rudy, but then Rudy introduced you. So it's like
Right?
anyway.
So this was
go
like
on.
one big
After you like,
introduction
you
non-stop.
look so excited. You want to talk.
It's all this interconnectedness. But yeah, what's alive for you now, and when do you feel Max in your life?
Life for me now, it's really busy like this week because I'm co-managing LA Pride. So that starts officially tomorrow.
Wow.
Congrats,
Yeah,
man.
and so we're kind of like not necessarily underwater, but like it's real. It's real right now. So I was actually when the call started, I wanted to take a nap to get back up and start to keep doing work, but then I had to like hop on here. So I was like, you know what? Let's just hop on here and keep going. So I hopped back in the car and I'm back on the road.
Nice.
So yeah, that. So LA Pride this weekend, wrap up next weekend, probably a new round of interviews for this fellowship I applied to the following week, and then the week after that to Kelsey for her birthday. So
There you go.
yeah, just like honestly, head down and doing your part, and not. I guess the thing that kind of sticks out to me is this is a stage in my life where I have to be hands on with what I need to get completed and not be easily deterred from that. And so that means make a list, check it off, but leave space for your methods to be flexible. Have the same goal, but leave space for your methods to be flexible. And that's taken a lot to get to. And it's meant that you've had to like really focus in on what are you trying to do and understanding how you fit into what you're trying to do and why you're doing it. Max moments. I think the thing that's kind of stuck out to me the most was what do you want for Max? I always wanted the same thing for Max. I wanted like balance. Like I wanted him to be able to like have the nomadic life, but also be able to build. And I think he built like these really great structures with people and friends. But I think when it came to like the physical world, like whether it be career or money, because all of us have stories about Max and money, or so like career, money, or like just anything that kind of like builds on the dynasty of him. I wanted him to be able to get to the point where he could have enough like discipline to do that. And it's intriguing to kind of watch Kelsey's journey from meeting her with Max to now, because it's like, I imagine, ironically enough, I imagine then that we would be the version of us that we are now without even like realizing I had imagined that. Like I was like, yeah, this makes sense. And like even the conversations, how they've grown over the years. I really talked to Kelsey and Carla a lot, but how the conversations have grown over the years makes sense because I believe we're finding balance. So like being able to still be in the world and be a citizen of it while trying to set things up for a future and imagine that we have somebody we're leaving something for. And so I think your mortality comes into question a lot more the older you get. Like honestly, at 33, there's just a lot of things I can't do anymore that I used to be able to do. Like look, my body hurts all the time, and I get tired like earlier than I used to. There's not all-nighters happening anymore. Those are not happening. And if they do, I got to plan for them. So like, I got to be like, ooh, this is coming up, right?
But you won't do it all.
Yeah, but because it's like you start to like really value like having impact, and you realize that you can't have impact without sleep, and you realize you can't have impact without recovery, and you realize you can't have impact without discipline, and you can't have impact without proper nutrition, and you can't have like all these things that you kind of knew, but you really didn't implement. And so you get to a stage where you start to implement it. And when I was younger, I would have called me boring, but I don't think it's very boring right now. I think it's very much focused and trying to put things together because I want the next stages are going to be really dope if I do the work now. But if I don't do the work, they're going to be really, really not dope. So especially as a male in this society, there's expectations that hit you in your mid 30s. There's from everybody. So like you don't kind of get past those. So that's what I always wished for Max. I had these conversations with Max actually, and he wasn't always the biggest fan of me for having them. Because he's like, just be cool. I'm like, it's not about not being cool, Max. It's about having everything you want because you put everything in place to have everything you want, and not trying to like skip the process and the steps. And the one thing I saw with him is he always wanted to skip a step. And it's like, you can't skip steps. That's not how life works. Like, even if you happen to skip over that for a moment, you got to go back to it. Like, you always have to take every single step. And the order could change, right? Methods are flexible. But, like, you got to do that step. And so, yeah, that's about where I'm at. So I'm down. Any questions?
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
giving.
you.
Thank you.
Right
I'm
on.
doing
so
snap
much.
fingers.
Right?
Doing snap fingers right now because I completely.
Driving, right? Don't snap
like,
nothing.
Right.
I completely I don't understand what you're saying, and I feel like it's important for we're getting old and we need to keep these things in mind.
Yeah.
Reg, you got David, Brian, Eli, or David,
But I was like,
or Gabriel.
Yeah. And does anyone need to have to jump early? Because I want to make sure we get to share.
It's not supposed to him, David. Does he watch you up first?
I don't know. Whatever.
You pick, Reg.
oh, okay. Somebody's in a sales contract.
Who's the sales
Yeah,
contract? Is that
that's
you?
me. No, I don't know why I keep saying that. I changed my name in the chat. This is Brian Thorlson. I'm
Oh.
using my work Zoom right now. I don't have a personal Zoom. So when I jumped in, it took my work Zoom.
Are you sure you didn't take a woman's computer in Nashville named Charlotte?
No, Charlene's my boss, and sometimes I use her Zoom. I don't know why I even showed hers, but I'm using my work Zoom. It's really weird.
It's okay.
My bad.
Well,
You can have whatever name
I'm
you want. Anyway.
I'm choosing sales contract room because that's a good name.
Nice to meet you.
Right. Hey.
My name's Brian Thorlson. So what?
Hi, Brian.
Thanks for choosing me. What's up? So what am I seeing right now? What's the give and the get?
Yeah. So I'm just sharing my screen to like bring everyone up to speed, but we are sharing people have been sharing how they met Max, and also if you have any Max moments where he comes to you or maybe has inspired you in your life. And then yeah, I think we're kind of just also generally sharing like where we are in life. And then I'll cue more questions, but just we'll start with that. How do you know Max? And when do you connect with him the most?
So the one thing that's on the top of my mind, actually, not even knowing we were going to do this tonight, is that I had a Max moment today. So I came back from Nashville, and I came into work, and it's been so busy. I have so many things to do. I'm going to work tonight, and I have to get up really early tomorrow to work again. So I have so much to do, but that's not what I had my Max moment from. So I'm in sales and I work for a software company, and today our software broke. Like the core functionality of what we do broke, and I was freaking out, and I had like almost a panic attack. Like, how am I even going to do my job? So I had to go to a cafe at my office complex, and I sat there like laid back like this, and I just like breathed, and I was just thinking like, this is just a trial, or this is just an opportunity to get better at tough situations. And I just like started thinking like, I can do this. Like, I can believe in myself. And I have this new thing that I like kind of just like tell myself internally. I just say like practice. And it's actually something that Reggie said, that like you have to focus on the process. Like there's like a way to get to where you want to go. That really resonated with me, because I think a lot to myself right now that I have to practice getting over this stress, practice dealing with this tough situation. And so today I was just like thinking like I could believe in myself. I need to believe in myself. I need to practice. I even like just like grabbed my band and I just kind of like rubbed it, just like thinking like just practice, just breathe, just believe in yourself. So that was my Max moment today.
I love that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And also, so something happened. So I have to give a call out to Miguel right now. So this was my original bracelet that I got like, I don't know, the first week that these came in. And just a couple of weeks ago, it broke. And it broke right in the U, in the word you. I don't know if you kind of see that. And like, it was just like so impactful. Like nothing can break me. And so I haven't been wearing this. And I felt like naked because I've been wearing this since, I don't know, what, 5-6 years now.
You can send more to him.
Forever. And Miguel, the homie, gave me his in Nashville. So I've been wearing this since Nashville.
That's awesome.
Now we both have one.
Yeah.
And
Thanks.
how did you know Max Braid?
I met Max through, I think, Miguel and David, right? Yeah, I think we went out. Yeah.
High school.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we went out one night freshman year, and then we just connected, and we always talked about like life and growth and like just getting better. And then we did all the masterminds, and that was it.
Project U, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I actually still have the Project U book. It is on my bookshelf. Somewhere. I have a lot of books, but I still have it.
And where are you living now? Are you in
I am in San Mateo, California, which is just south of San Francisco.
Oh, I'm in Oakland.
Really? Where?
Right next to Lake Merritt.
Oh, right on. I love Lake Merritt.
Yeah. Cool. Right on. And Brian, what would be your wish for Max for his 30th birthday?
My wish for Max would be to help him talk me through my problems like he used to. I could have used I could have used some support today. I was stressing out a little bit, and I needed some guidance.
Call me, Ryan. Call me. I can give you some tips.
All right.
I will put my phone. Okay.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
There you go.
He's not kidding,
Call him,
dude.
call him.
It really
Call him.
works
Call him.
every time for me.
I'm the creator.
I know you are. You're El Jefe.
So
that's your
birthday. Some advice. Call me. Honest. Call me.
And what would your wish be for Max? For him?
My wish for Max, I mean, to be here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We everybody wish the same thing.
Yeah. That'd be mine.
Thank you for that wish.
Yeah, absolutely. So now I pick someone else?
Yeah, is there anything
David,
else
Eli, and Gabriel.
Before you pass it on? Anything else you want to share, and then pass it on to
I'm just glad I get to see everybody. I haven't seen you or Elijah or Daniel in a long time, so it's good to see you guys.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
I spent all weekend with David and Miguel, so I've seen enough of you.
That's fair.
Okay, we understand that part.
Okay, so now you get to call in the next person. So either Eli, David, or Max. You haven't spoken yet, or myself, but yeah, you get to.
We got Gabriel in there in the mix.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
So I forgot a part of mine. So I'm in the process, something I'm working on. I'm trying to move to Boston for graduate school. And if you guys, I need your help. If you guys know anybody who currently lives in Boston, I need to kind of establish residency with like an address or something. So if you guys know anybody that has an address in Boston or whatever, so I can kind of help cut tuition and stuff when I'm heading out that way, let me know, connect me with them, because I also might have a place that I can arrange through the city of Boston if I'm considered a local. Air quotes around that. So if you guys know anybody who lives in Boston,
I have a few friends in Boston.
yeah, I would love, like, even if they said, like, as long as, even if it's like considered couch surfing that you did with them, they just need an address in Boston. And like, I'm having the hardest time with that, and it's becoming a little frustrating. So
Yeah.
that would be helpful if you could, please.
Yeah, I could definitely link you up.
All right. Kelsey, can you exchange our information after this or something?
Maybe David, could you drop
I'll just shoot my number in here.
chat, just because I don't know if I have David's information.
Okay.
And yeah, good point. If you have any asks of the group, mastermind style, like send them out when it's yours, or if you've already spoken, maybe put it in the chat. So cool. Thanks for sharing that. That's exciting, Reggie. All right, Brian, who are you gonna call in?
Let's go with Mr. David Cardoza.
All right.
You mean wait?
Okay. So, how do you want me to do this?
You've been here, David. You know how it goes.
I know. Okay. So actually, I got you guys can kind of see I got a tattoo of Max here.
Yeah.
It says "Believe in yourself."
Love to.
You
got it on the left one. You got it on the right.
Woo!
Yeah. So I actually got it. I was living in Australia for about a year. So I wanted to remember him everywhere I go. I actually wear his bracelet as well anytime I'm traveling abroad, just to kind of remember him. So I get to carry him around with me every day. And my company, we travel a lot, and it's actually funny how when last time I saw Max was the day he left for Brazil. He was staying at my couch in San Francisco. And my roommate didn't know who Max was. And I was like, yeah, I got a buddy. He's going to be crashing on our couch for a week. And Max was just like doing like mastermind webinars, like middle of the night. My friend's like, who is this guy? Like, he's like, I'm trying to watch TV, man. Like, I was living in San Francisco. We live in a small apartment. But then Max, every time we'd come home, Max had a full dinner prepared every night. And so he's like, all right, I kind of like this guy now. Like, he grew on my friend. And, Max actually, he kind of inspired me to travel a lot more. Luckily, my company that I work for called Expensify, every year we take the entire company for 3 weeks to a month, and we travel to another country as a company because we can do everything from our laptops. So I get the opportunity to go to places like Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Portugal, really anywhere and everywhere. And it's all my coworkers know that I have this bracelet, even the ones that don't know Max. And when I'd leave it around like hostels, I'm like drunk packing or really hungover, forget something, somehow always still ends up back with me, where someone's like, "Hey, you forgot your buddy's bracelet," and it always comes back to me. It's happened like several times where I'm like, "Oh shit, I left that in the hostel, or I left that in my Airbnb," and someone's like, "No, I got it for you." And it's that's always kind of like how I remember Max, is really just through my travels. He always told me to get out more, and I've now had the opportunity to do that. What I'd want Max for his birthday, I'd want him to enjoy time with whatever he's doing right now. I can only assume that wherever he is, he's probably met hundreds of spirits, people, whatever that is, on his next journey. And I hope that he's having an amazing time. And I'm sure, knowing Max, that he definitely is.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, of course.
Big snaps.
David, just one last question. What's like something that you learned from your time knowing Max and any like lessons? Sounds like you've had a lot of life experiences, and you said like the travel and stuff. But I'm curious, what you learned?
So Max, he showed me how to really persevere. Max always got himself in these very odd, weird predicaments, and he always found a way to get out of it. I mean, he was definitely a person that had a gift of the gab, if you will. But he taught me that. I think he really taught me to also, and I think one of the other things is he taught me to really accept anyone and everyone. I've kind of always said that growing up, but he took that to another level. And, he would want to become friends with anyone that walked through his door. Doesn't matter who it was. It could be a terrible person. That person could not be cool at all for whatever reason. And he would be like, no, I want to be friends with him. And find out why, and really understand deep down, how can I change this person and make that person really just a better human.
Thank you. Yeah, I remember those qualities as well, for better or worse. Thank you. Anything else you want to share, and then you can pass on to whoever hasn't gone yet.
I don't think I have anything else to share. No.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
Thanks, David.
Yeah, of course. So I'm going to pick Max Senior next.
Max Senior.
That's you.
Hey, and Max said,
how do you know Max?
I bring you to this world. And after that, no comments.
Not responsible.
Oh, yeah, I'm responsible. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, David.
Nice to meet you as well. I used to hear all about you.
For good or for bad?
Always good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So Max, what are you up to these days? And when I'm sure you think about Max all the time, but when is he kind of been present for you lately, or when have you had like a Max moment?
You know something, when Max died, and everybody knows that take 2 weeks to come from Brazil. Something happened to me that I have the feeling I share with some of you guys that Max is coming back to me. You can believe it or not. I have an energy who's coming to me slowly. And every time I remember Max, a voice coming in your mind, they always said, I'm okay, Daddy. And I don't ask. It's just coming to my mind. And every time, I have the internet, Max is there, and my cell phone, Max is there. So when you have a son, maybe for you guys don't understand, you have kids, maybe, it's something different, because the process is coming from 0 to whatever it is. And you have good or bad moments, but it's something that you can explain, but it's there. Between me and Max, it's always something there. Good. I never have any bad, and I remark, discussion with Max in my whole life. Never. We never argue. We never fight. We have bad, hard moments, but we always respect each other. So with me and him, believe me, is the best thing can happen in my life, and still for me, he's still alive, is I give you my being to him. Is that something that you always gonna be together? And I recommend that you guys have kids, believe me. Or at least adopt it. I don't know what the heck you had to do, but you had to reproduce yourself and somebody else. That's part of the life. That's my experience. And another thing I would like to share with you guys is the R. The R is respect, responsible, and relax. That's the arts for my suggestion to all you guys. With all respect.
Repeat them.
And say it again as much as you can.
Respect.
But and I wish for Max, I wish he will be here, honest, for him. But oopsie, it's not possible. But for me, he's still with me, honest. Max is here with me. And I'm very proud of him. You guys like a friends, And you understand me when I say 30s is not only a number, it's a new step in your life.
It's the third floor.
It's something else. It's just the beginning.
What were you doing at 30, Max?
I had to change my life, honestly, one size to another. I was in Mexico. I was involved in politics. I was boring. I have enough. And I moved from Mexico, go back to San Luis. And I related with the amnesty. I moved to this country. 2 years after that, I got married and I had Max when I was 33. So at 30 means for me, I took my best decision in 10 minutes. I give up everything and I moved back over here. So I know what that means 30s.
Ooh, yeah. Big decisions. Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you.
What is your birthday wish for Max?
He keep living the way you have me, Hito. Don't live the life to the max. Relax, settle down. Not to the max. Relax.
Life to the relax.
Yeah.
Life to the relax, not to the max.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Eli, if I had to choose somebody, if somebody wanna ask me something, but what's the name of this guy? Brian, if you need advice, once in a while, call me. Believe me, I can help you.
It's good stuff.
All right. What's your phone number? I'm going to text you.
Yeah, put your number in the chat.
I'll send it to you.
Don't worry, somebody's gonna let you know the phone.
All right.
I'll text you.
Okay, that's good.
Thanks. I had to choose somebody. Eli. Hi, Eli. First of all,
Hi.
I'm still waiting for your call, cabron.
I've been busy.
Yeah.
I know. I know I say that, but I wish I could show you the shit I've been getting into. But first off, cheers! I've been waiting to fucking cheers for a long time. So
cheers.
Love y'all.
Yeah,
so
let's sing. Let's sing while we're there's a group of us, and then Eli, you can share. Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
Excellent.
Shall we do it in English or in Spanish? And who's leading it? It's not going to be me.
English.
Oh no, that's
come on.
Let's do it both. That's fair.
No, it's no bueno.
All right, we'll start with English and then we'll do Spanish.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. That's it.
Happy birthday
to
you.
Ta ta ta.
Happy birthday to you.
Ta ta.
Happy birthday, dear Max. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That's the black happy birthday. So whenever there's black people around, sing the Stevie Wonder version of Happy Birthday. They look at you like, oh, how did you know that?
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. There you go. All right.
Thank you.
So now you got the English version, the black version, and now the Spanish version.
All right. Max Senior, lead us, please.
Hey, Gabriel, you better help, bro.
Las mañanitas.
Well, los mañanitas, okay.
Las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. A los muchachos bonitos se los cantamos aquí. Despierta, Max, despierta, que es tu cumpleaños. Que a los pajarillos cantan, ya se metió. There's more.
We're doing the second part or not second part?
You're like delayed.
Good one.
All right, Eli, talk to us. What's up? Where are you?
I'm currently in Henderson, Nevada.
Oh,
Vegas.
Vegas.
What?
Vegas,
Awesome.
baby.
Mhm.
Are you
What's
escondido?
going on with you? What's alive for you? And
I'm having an amazing day.
Uh-oh.
Totally forgot it was Max's birthday. And just been cruising, having an amazing time. Woke up feeling awesome. Felt awesome all day. Packing, drove to Vegas. Put on the tunes, got in the shower, started pumping it, like having an amazing day. Just give you a little caveat.
How long are you in Vegas for? Eli,
But in the car
Eli,
the whole,
how long are you in Vegas for?
uh,
How long are you in
tonight-
Vegas for?
I'm here tonight, and then I'll be back. And then I go to Utah. I'm currently an outdoor guide. Last year I was in Havasupai all year. Then the Yellowstone, a lot of backpacking, a lot of Grand Canyoning. And then this year I'm doing Utah and Zion and Bryce, and I guide trips, and then we chill at a signature camp, which is glamping. So I just get to professionally take people camping and like facilitate them having a great time and cook for them, talk to them, enjoy making good times, memories. And it's for a week or 3 days, and then I'm out. And then I come back.
And
Nice.
well,
That's
I'm in
sick.
Vegas Sunday to Thursday. I don't know if you'll be around, but I'm there for work.
Really?
Yeah,
You're there? You'll be here next Thursday?
I leave Thursday night.
Ah, shit. I will be arriving.
Yeah.
I'll be back again Thursday evening. And then I'll be here again Monday night, or Sunday night. Sunday night.
I'll be missing you.
All right. Well,
I tried.
I got to catch David via FaceTime last week for his birthday. That was awesome. Thanks for queuing. That was a good time. And that's what I've been up to. A lot of like less art, more fun. But I don't do it unless I get funded, and just waiting to, just doing that. Not really desiring anything. I've been kind of in a state finally of like a lot of peace, a lot of good times. I really like guiding. My company just got bought by REI, so like it's pretty cool. It's a humble job, but I get to work all day with really cool people and have some good times. Get to learn a lot about the land. Like it's fun just learning more, every day. And and getting advice from senior. I almost didn't take this job for lots of reasons. And there's like two people, they're like, fuck it, take the job. One was my Aunt Betsy, and Max Senior, I appreciate you for fucking helping me take the step, because one of the best things I've ever done. Good times.
Yay.
What's the Max name? Eli.
Eli in the Woods.
What's the company?
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, I got to take Miguel backpacking. We went backpacking last year, and anytime y'all ever want to get out there in the wild, like that's what I do now a lot. So
cool.
Here for that. Max moment of the day. I don't know. All day I've just been fucking partying, having a good time, and that's good enough Max moment for me. Just really been enjoying it. Giving less fuck what people think about me, which I think I have a lot of that already, but especially like in conversation lately, just really trying to give less fucks, less of a filter, and just really enjoy that. On bracelets, before I forget, I have a little bit more, down to the small little bit. I'd love to get some more. I've made those orders in the past, so if y'all want to Venmo me cash, I'll ship you or give you however many. You get like
I can deliver at your door.
All right. I want there's like some more eco-responsible version that's like $1.20 a piece, but hit me up separately on that. We'll get another order in. But other Max moments, these are fucking everywhere. Like I like see my cousin who I haven't seen in a couple of years, and I look and he's still wearing it. I gave it to him in Golfo like 5 years. Yeah, like 5 years ago. And shit like that. So many random people I totally. There's a cook ran the kitchen at the Van Buren that I hadn't seen in a year. Caught up with him, was friends with him for a couple of weeks. Still rocks. He's like, dude, I never take it off. So many people didn't even know the guy. Like this is so. That's awesome.
I have one for every year, but I said I bet.
Found often.
Yeah.
And
how do you meet Max? Do you like say the story?
The dude was how to meet him. We both same day I met Gabriel. I met Max first at ASU. It was a summer program called Sunny Bridge that went for 5 weeks. Yeah.
I'm going to stop your video so that you can speak because it's crackly. So try again. How did you meet Max?
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
You sound better. Yeah, go for it.
One second.
Okay.
Need enable me. You could. Oh. Okay, we're just going audio.
Yeah, go audio because you were breaking up a lot, but maybe it's fine. Try again.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I met Max the first day registering for this summer program, and I felt like I was in kindergarten. You know, a bunch of new people, didn't know anybody. It's college, and that feeling lasted for like 5 minutes, 5 seconds. I don't remember what it was, but I was wearing an El Golfo t-shirt at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Max is like, what are you doing with a El Golfo shirt on? You know what I mean? Because he's obviously been there before many times. And immediately was like, oh, what do you mean? I'm Mr. Golfo. Like, we hit it off immediately. Good friends, like off the bat. And I never had to worry about making a friend in college again. Like, I think we were like totally illegal, throwing parties like first week of the program. Max is like James Harden, all these like all-star sports stars were there in the program, and they were jealous of Max because he was the one making friends and getting all the chicks and like having a good time. And it was just
Kelsey, not all the chicks, just Kelsey.
Yeah. I actually I was with Gabriel. My first like college experience was like a couple weeks in, and of course no alcohol allowed. And then Max breaks out these little mini plastic travel cups, some tequila, and then him, Gabriel, and I took shots in like the best dorms, best ski. Gabriel, that.
Oh, sorry, I muted Gabriel because there was background noise. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No. 100%. And I remember actually, I was 17 at the time, and on my 18th birthday fell like right in the middle of like the whole program, and somehow Max and I ended up taking. I think Eli was there too. We took shots with like the RAs, and they're like, all right, whatever, we're just gonna let this happen, you know. And like we didn't get in trouble or anything. We just like, let's take some shots, and they were down with it.
I was not there for that part.
So I forgot to tell you guys how I met Miguel. He used to just beat my ass in cross country and track in high school.
Oh, same. Yeah. David, you and I were like middle pack, and we got Max and Miguel over here just killing it, you know?
Yeah. Also, speaking of Max and Wait, man, I remember Max would always text me. He's like, David, you got to come over right now. I have 2 girls here. You need to come. I need a wingman. I would get that all the time. I was like, all right, I'll be over. Sure enough, you always did.
Yeah. Coming through.
Is that what guys do?
Kelsey,
Guys
earmuffs.
do that. Yes.
All the boys are married, and David needs wingmans.
Hey, got you.
Hi, Carlita.
Hello.
Welcome, Carlita. How are you?
Good.
Hi.
I fell asleep right after work, and then I woke up to Miguel's text. Asking where I was on the call.
Did he say there's 2 girls over? Like you need to come?
No. No.
Actually, all these guys, all these dudes.
Hi, Carla.
Hello.
So Carla, we're just sharing kind of, we're just pinging each other or tagging each other and sharing how we met Max. Any Max moments that have been alive for you lately, and kind of what's going on in your life now. And then your wish for Max, your birthday wish for Max. And I think Eli, did you share your birthday wish for Max?
Salud.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's fuck. Wish he was here.
Okay, I'm gonna add that. Yeah, wish he was here.
Yeah, wish he got to do more, experience more. That's all. Yeah. I wish. Yeah, he could experience because we're all some crazy fucks, and like I take a lot of pride in that. And he did appreciate relaxing too. Like he definitely did like have an appreciation for that, but as well. I just wish he got to experience it more when we all get like old and slow and shit. Or slower. Yep.
All right.
Yo, Eli.
So,
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
We lost Neil, but you still got Gabriel and Carla.
Yeah.
You have to choose somebody, Eli. Gabriel, he's waiting
Like
here
popcorn.
for 3 days already.
Oh,
Took a nap already.
Yeah, the person who goes gets to choose the next person. That's how.
that's right. Okay. Gabriel.
Finally, Gabriel.
All right, I'm up. No, yeah, no, I don't know, so much. I feel like as everyone kept saying something, I'm like, oh, this just like brings me another thing, like another Max moment and this and that. But I don't know. I mean, I guess for starters, like I met Max in high school. It's around the same time as met Miguel. With Stuco stuff and like running and all that.
Right here.
Yeah, and then who's a Stuco teacher now? What?
You know him? Oh, he's not. He can't see. Can you see us in video?
He's on the call.
No, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone actually. Yeah. Is the Stuco? What is it Zarbach?
Yeah,
that's him.
Starbucks. Yeah, the year you guys.
I remember.
I wasn't there.
Oh, okay. No, but I remember Zarbach. Yeah, Dan Zarbach.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. No. Nice to talk to you, Dan. But yeah. So that's how I met Max. And then we just we were doing the same things in college. I was there when he met Eli, and it's great. One of our just all that, and then I guess a big how do I live the life to the max. I just recently reconnected with, I don't know if you guys know this guy's name. His name is Andre Rubio. We actually met Max and I met him at the very first college town we went to. We went to a U of A college town, and this guy Andre was there. But then Andre moved to China for like 8 years, and he just came back to the States. And when I noticed he was back, I like hit him up, and we've just been like getting together on Wednesdays because I brought him over to play soccer with my rec league on Wednesday, and we go out every now and then. And it's funny because like it's happened a few times now where we'll just talk about Max and we're just with someone and they're like, oh, I've heard about him, or oh, I know him. And so he's just like, I mean, we know him and we know how much of an impact he had, but like, we don't really know, you know, like 'cause there's always someone who's like heard of the Undie Run, or like they've heard of like this guy somewhere. Oh, his name was Max. Like, oh, you knew Max? So I don't know. I'm always like kind of like really like happy, or like I guess in a way like a little lucky to say that like, yes, I like personally know, like, you know, knew him. And you know, and like, and I know you guys because of that. So it's just something that like I really hold dearly. And I guess a Max moment is well, yeah, this happens like that all the time. Oh, actually, this reminded me when Eli was saying that like he sees people with the bracelets around everywhere. So, like, this is crazy because I know a guy from Yuma who he had met Max before, but he wasn't really, you know, friends with him. And then when Max passed away, like he had like reached out to me. He's like, hey man, I know he was a really good friend of you, you know, and I know he was a great guy, and like, sorry for your loss. And then next time we reconnected, I was like, hey, you know what, like, I appreciate you reaching out and your kind words. And then I shared a bracelet with him, and this was like when it first happened. This was a while ago. So I shared a bracelet with him, and I think it was one of like the original ones that Max had made with with Project U. I think he even said like one of the original ones with Project U. And then a few years later, fast forward to this April, so this guy tagged along to Coachella with me and my siblings and my crew, and he had the bracelet, and it just meant so much to me that like not only that he had reached out, you know, at the time, but like he held it for so long, and like he was really proud to show me that. And I don't know, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it, but I mean, like, he made like such a direct impact on him, not really knowing him, and yeah, it was great, you know. And I guess my big my birthday wish for Max is to end on a much, you know, lighter note, and to go off of what Max Senior was saying, just relax, you know. Max was always, you know, live life to the max, and in that way, like, I was always more like, hey, you know, like, yeah, let's do a raging, but like let's relax a little more. And I feel like the place where we would always meet is like the let's have some fun place, you know. It doesn't have to always be like crazy fun, but let's have some fun. And I always think of Max on Wednesdays, because we would have we would call Wacky Wild Wednesdays, and we just go around and like screw around, just like, I don't know, it's just Wednesdays, and like we call it Wacky Wild Wednesdays, and it was our excuse to be goofy, you know, like once a week. And this isn't the most responsible thing, but I didn't have my freshman year. I didn't really have classes on Fridays, and I did have classes on Thursdays. But sometimes we'll just be like, fuck it, like our weekend starts Wednesday, you know, and we just, you know, like our weekend started on Wednesdays, and we do that. And it was just a nice thing, you know, to do, and yeah, just like have fun, you know. And I always think about Max a lot too on April Fool's Day, because like we made it a point like multiple years on April Fools to just like get together and like walk around campus and like prank people. And it wasn't like, you know, and it was one of those just like healthy pranks, you know. Now you see these like YouTube pranks with people getting a little like carried away with them, but we just walked around and tell people like, hey, your backpack's open, and it wouldn't be open, you know, just like dumb stuff like that. And it would be like, hey, April Fools. So just that, you know, just like, yeah, exactly. Just like, ha, got him, things like that. So that's my big, you know, wish for him. And of course, you know, wish he was still here, because like Eli said, and everyone still like we're all doing so many things, and I just wish so many times that like I wish I could share those with him, you know. So, but also, yeah, just relax, have fun.
Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you.
I think that's it. Yeah. And next one, I think we got Kelsey and Carla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'm going with Carla, and then, you know, Kelsey, you can close it off.
Cool. Thank you. Sorry. Go for it, Carla. Just to share, we sang already, but these are just some photos, and yeah, people are just sharing their Max moments. And I feel like there's a lot more photos. I didn't have that much time to put it together, but would love to hear from you. Are you in New York right now?
I am. I'm in New York. What birthday is this? What year? You would have been
30.
30.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So I have a funny story. This is last week. And this is how I'll go about when I recently thought about Max. And it's just funny how the world works, because it connects with what Gabe's last point was just now with enjoying it. I know. So bear with me here. So a few weeks ago, like about a month ago, exactly a month ago, I was at the White House. I met with the president to discuss immigration reform. And the weeks after that, I've just been in the weirdest mental space because of, just life and a really hard backlash from a lot of people who don't know me well, or who thought they know me well, and just being a lot of negative energy around me. So last week, I decided to go to this little healing Chinese woman in Chinatown and get a massage. And I was like, I'm just gonna have her cleanse the energy out. And I'm lying there. And at the end of the massage, I have this vision. It's like a flash forward to, I knew in the vision, it was me lying on my deathbed, like just about to die. And I'm surrounded by all of these kids and it's like great grandchildren and grandchildren and my kids. And my first thought is 25-year-old Carla is trying to ask, however old Carla on her deathbed, I'm like, what is your one piece of advice? Desperately, I'm desperately trying to ask, what is it? What do I have to change? What do I have to do? What is it? And the only emotion that came up the only word was disfrútalo. Enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. And it made me laugh, because I remember I went home and I was journaling about it. And I remember that phrase was Max's key word for me always. Just disfrútalo. Because my personality is I take things, I'm like, why? How can I do this better? What is wrong? Very existential. And that was always his word of wisdom for me. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. So, so I think that's he's been on my mind a lot the past week because of that. And then, it's been more on my mind lately how truly fortunate we all are, and anyone to know, to have someone believe in you, and to have someone see you, and just see a greatness in you when you don't even really know what it is. And I think that was one of the things that I loved most about Max, is that you could walk into a room with him where neither of you knew anyone, and he would introduce you like you were, like you had just come in from LA and the coolest person in the world. And he would give you this sense of confidence, and just his own sense of confidence in himself, that it made you feel not only invincible, but you just felt this level of connection with everyone. And that recently I've been thinking so much about that and how special that is, because you realize the more you go out in the world, and the more, most people don't have that. Most people don't even know what that is. Right? Most people don't even know what that is. And that it's crazy that one person, the one like Max, could have been one, just this one little house of so much energy and passion and emotion. But a year ago, the reason I met Max was my high school counselor was his Stuco, his student council camp person. And she had told me, you need to meet this kid. He's so amazing. He blah, blah, blah. And she was the reason he and I met in 2013. And then she passed away. And so then when he passed away, he and I got really close. He passes away. She was there for me incredibly. And then she just passed away this time last year. And when I'm at her funeral, I just remember thinking, like, you know, that I think the most beautiful thing when someone after someone has passed is to look around, and it's not even the number of people and how, you know, because people die, celebrities die or whatever, and they fill up stadiums, but it's the depth of impact that certain individuals can have. And with Max, like, you know, I mean, I just got on, but when we all have stories like this, but Gabe's story right now with this kid, you know, going to this festival with this kid who'd never even met Max. And to feel that, I think when you feel that energy, when you feel that level of connection with someone who you've never even met, that's something so special. So I have times throughout the year where I remember other stupid Max stories or funny ones or partying ones or whatever else. But the one that's really strong right now is just how grateful I am to have experienced someone who was just so, like, you know, him, and that we all still, we all still have that. We all still have that in ourselves, and we can tap into that on calls and every time we meet each other, but then also just on our own. And it's really, it's something so beautiful. So that's where he is on my heart. And as far as my birthday wish, I hope he is enjoying it. I hope he is disfrutando, se está disfrutando. I hope he is enjoying himself, wherever he is, drinking whatever kind of. I went out on Saturday night, and I was already drunk, and then I like run to the bar and come back, and I was with a bunch of friends, and I come back with like 8 shots of tequila for everyone. Everyone's like, who the hell gets tequila? Everyone's like, who the hell gets tequila? And I thought of Max, and I was like, okay, well, here it's all me now. I don't drink tequila at all anymore. But that was the last memory of Party Max that I had. So I hope wherever he is, he's drinking tons of tequila. I hope he's having so much tequila. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Carlita. Thank you.
Carla, I have to say that you talk about Carol Caruso. She was a close friend of mine. And another thing about Max was when Max worked at camp, we all worked at camp together. We are paired up with college kids and we don't get our choice. But Max, again, finagled his way into being paired up with Carol as a senior counselor, junior counselor thing. So I was at her funeral last year, and it was like Max, her funeral was huge, and you heard about the huge impact that she had, whether it was, you know, with her school, with all the volunteering she did, and it was truly an amazing thing. So yeah, she was inspirational. We had been taking a break from working at camp. I had convinced her the month before that we were both going to work together, you know, and we both said, yeah, we can. We don't have any trips. And then a month later, she passed away. So
yeah,
she was a special person, though.
Oh yeah, very special.
Thank you, everybody. This has been awesome.
Thank you.
Wow, I'm impressed. Thank you, guys, from the bottom
Kelsey
of my heart.
too.
And maybe in my Mac, I can say Mac's name. Thank you. We celebrate. He's still with us, and we have a lot of things to do. We need to share what we know. Honest. We can
Kelsey, you're up.
We can keep loving people, and we have to keep the dream alive. Believe in yourself, guys. I love you. Thank you so much.
Love you guys.
I love all of you.
What's up, Kelsey? Did we leave off for you? You gotta still talk.
Yeah, I'll just bring us home, and you know, if people need to drop off, that's all good. But yeah, this has been really really nice to hear from each of you and to hear your stories. It's like so cool to I kind of have this vision of like, you know, an X-Men with like the mutants and like Dr. Professor X goes into his thing and he's like, all the mutants. I feel like Max, you know, is connected to all of us in this way. We all have like special abilities and we're in different parts of the world. But yeah, it feels really good for me to reconnect with his spirit through each of you. And I'm glad that, yeah, Max Senior, you requested that we have a call. I just moved back to Oakland, California after traveling for about 2.5 years. And it feels really good to come home and I have a real strong desire to be in community again and to be in service. And I actually like put my house together specifically so that I could gather and have, you know, tribe gatherings, women's circles, stuff like college town type stuff. But I want to facilitate those kinds of things in like intimate, you know, spaces like Project U type things. So this is a really good reminder for me to tap into to Max's magic and ask him for more guidance and support. You know, there have been so many times on my travels where I had to like phone in Max because I was like totally fucked. Like I was like late or I lost my passport or like, I don't know, I'm trying to catch a plane or a train and I'm always calling in Max at those moments, like, please, and like calling in the divine, which is like, he has bailed me out of so many moments. So many miracles have happened. I think those small miracles, the big ones, but I definitely call him in when I'm traveling. And I've gotten myself out of many a challenge through his support. But yeah, I met Max through Jake. Jake was friends with him through student council, and then they did college town together. And I think many of you know that I really didn't like Max in the beginning. I thought he was super weird and so himself, and he had like long hair and was just like walking around campus, around ASU, like not caring what anyone thought. And I just was the opposite of that, caring a lot about how people thought. And I just didn't understand his way of being. And it took like 3 years of seeing him all the time. Like he became friends with all of my roommates. And so he just kept showing up at my house. And I just finally like realized that he wasn't going to go away. And then we started becoming friends. And I remember before class, he would like insist that we have tea time together. And so I would like drive to his house and he would like make like Thai tea with his little like, and like insist that we have breakfast and have like oatmeal together in his little house with Leo. And yeah, I just like, he really valued quality time. And I even remember when he like tried to convince me that we were like in a relationship, even though we were not. He was like, he was just so good. Like he had a vision and he just like would manifest it into reality. And then, of course, I got to, spend some very deep, meaningful time with him and got to really fall in love with him. And so, yeah, it's funny because Aladdin just came out, the movie Aladdin with Will Smith. And I remember when we went to Coachella, I was like, I can't wait to Coachella. No, we didn't go together, but I was like at Coachella and I was like, I'm going to act as if I'm already in love. Like I'm in a state of love. I'm already in love. And I don't know who I'm going to fall in love with, but I'm already in love. And I remember that like this one time Max and I hung out at Coachella and I felt like he was like Aladdin and I was Jasmine and we were just like on this magic carpet ride. He would just like take us here, take us there. We just like had so many magical moments. And it just happened. So I feel really privileged to be so wrong about him. Like have this strong impression, and then to have an opportunity to like change that story. And I think actually the thing that bothered me the most about him was that he was so joyful. And I didn't know at the time, but I had a challenge being joyful. So that he helped me see that. And yeah, I've just been traveling and exploring ever since. So yeah, I need to put my Max bracelet back on, I think.
You have a lot.
Yeah, I just found mine actually, but I do have another bracelet that says choose love, and I've been wearing that, and it came from Carla Rasmussen's Love Parade. She also had Max. So yeah, if any of you are ever in Oakland or California, I'm here. I have a big house next to Lake Merritt, and I'll be hosting gatherings. And that's actually what I do for work, is I do creative facilitation and coaching. And I'm actually facilitating something this summer in Vancouver or in Canada that's very similar to College Town. It's called Power of Hope, but it's more centered around the arts and creativity, but like through self-discovery, through a lot of like similar things. So I'm really excited that kind of thing is coming back into my life, and I want to work more with youth as well as adults, hosting women's circles, men's circles, that kind of thing. So I think, Project U in College Town really activated that for me. My life would be very different if I hadn't done those things. So
Wish for Max for 30.
My wish for Max.
California King, I get it.
My wish for Max is for him to feel the love that we all have for him and that he is. Yeah, he was a really special person and is a really special person. And I'm really grateful for that love. So
Thank you.
Well.
I love you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Kelsey, for coordinating, and Max Sr. for also putting this together.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. This was
Hey,
great.
thanks everybody for coming.
Thank you.
Love you all.
Good to see you guys.
Wait, I want to take a picture.
Yourself.
I love you guys. Reg, you still driving? Are
Take
you
the
serious?
picture. 1, 2, 3.
Hey.
All right.
Not home yet. Where you going?
I'm supposed to be in church, so I'm literally sitting outside the church right now.
I
Waiting
wouldn't
for
go
this
to
to end.
Absolutely. We are the church today. Hey, thank you.
You are one of the churches, because as soon as this ends, I'm gonna walk in.
Thanks for
There you go.
So you have one in Oakland. We're in Yuma. Where are you, Brian?
I'm in California, San Francisco.
One Nevada. Eli's Nevada. Daniel, Phoenix. Carlita, New York. David, where you at?
North Carolina, Asheville.
Oh, I love Asheville.
Hey,
You're in LA, and Gabriel.
I'm back to San Francisco tomorrow, though.
in Tempe, yeah.
I like it. We covered the.
But look at us, like all of us, coast to coast, right here, right now.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you,
Oh,
Kelsey. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Max.
Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños, Maxito.
Be well.
Yeah.
Ciao, ciao,
All
ciao.
right, bye.
Ciao.
Bye, everybody.
Love you guys.
Believe in yourself.
Love you all. Hope I get to see all of you soon. Yeah.
Call me, huevón. Call me, Elitilla.
What up? Cheers.
Salud.
Stop.